Assalamualaikum and hi everyone. My name is Nabilla and my MATRIC number is 278607. Today I would like to persuade my audience to follow a fashion trend. Imagine that one day you have the opportunity to attend an interview job from XX company. After you have to wait for a long time to get the interview opportunity from your dream company, and finally you got it. You go to the interview and already do a great job answering the interviewer's questions. You are confident that you will get that job. After a few weeks, you have waited patiently and excitedly, and finally you got a message from that company. Unfortunately, that message said that they reject you just because of how you are dressing. According to India Study Channel, fashion is crucial in this modern era. When it comes to style, it represents ourselves in today's society. People around us will judge our status and taste based on how we express ourselves through fashion. However, a growing number of people have paid a little attention to the importance of following the fashion trend in this world. For your information, I am one of the people who paid a little attention to fashion before. To put it in a simple word, I have been a nerd girl before. After I realized the importance of following the tone in this modern world, I started to learn a little by a little about fashion. Today, I will explain why we should follow the fashion trend. We should follow fashion trend as it helps us to boost our confidence, can create a positive first impression, and increase our chances of getting the opportunity. Let's begin. By following the fashion trend can help to boost our confidence. According to an article I written by Persuasive, she said fashion is like a magic in boosting our self-confidence. Following fashion trend is not complicated and complex. We must know our style, learn the color that make our skin look better, and understand our type body shape and personality. By knowing these things, you can easily put art into fashion. In an article katebabies.com written by Kate Babies, she mentions confidence is not only the way we dress, but it also involves our personal comfort. People often mistake fashion for a pain because we have to leave our comfort behind and put the trend as the number one. However, this assumption is incorrect and far from the truth. In reality, confidence also has a relationship with personal comfort. When dressing, we have to put comfort as the prime and fashion trend as the second. Moreover, wearing the proper outfit and making a good decision in choosing clothes can significantly affect how we see ourselves. When we put on our favorite shirt to match the fashion trend, we will walk around with higher confidence and put a bright smile on our face. We will look charismatic and elegant in this situation because we feel confidence in ourselves. Based on the article got.org written by ZAHRIL, fashion helps us to bring out the hidden confidence that put it on display for everyone, including ourselves, to see and admire. It's all about snagging the right fashion spot to elevate our self-esteem and body image without too much diligence. Is following fashion trend essential? My answer is yes, it is essential. Even every company already has dress code rule for their employees because the way employees dress reflects the company itself. Let's try to have a deep thinking. Imagine how many people were set aside by society because of how they wear fashion. How many people suffer emotionally? How many people are jobless because they don't choose the suitable fashion for an interview? And most importantly, how many people are left behind simply because of a lack of confidence? After hearing all these questions, don't you think fashion is essential to boost our self-confidence? After that, follow fashion trend can create a positive first impression people toward us. From an article Fashion Gone Rogue, it's already common for people to compete to impress each other in this modern world. A few second or minute glances is already worthy for people to make a benchmark on how we'll be addressed, valued, and even on how we'll be treated. people will brand and form an opinion of us in this short of time. This is the power of first impression. According to an article, Fashion, being the best version of ourselves means making the most of ourselves and being authentic. Faking things about ourselves doesn't mean it can bring a good impression on others for a long time. Instead, we need to know our personality and try to express it through fashion. When we meet someone for the first time, usually they will form an opinion about us instantly. People will brand us based on our grooming and clothing choices, how we talk, our body movement, and even on our expression. However, we do not compromise on our value just to fit with others. Instead, we use fashion trends and craft an image that can reflect who we are deep down inside. It is not about money or possession that can draw people toward us, but our real personality can shine on us. Choose the right fashion trend that can suit our personality. Express ourselves through fashion trends. Don't pretend to be others. Just be ourselves. If we are ourselves, we will live our life with a proud, and even people in our surrounding will respect us. I think the first impression is crucial to us because it can be a key to a successful interaction. This is because the first impression can decide whether we can connect with people or not. There's an ample opportunity for us to change a life through a fashion. So, why not learn a fashion trend and use it as a tool to be one of the ways to mesmerize and create a positive impression on others? That was how the fashion trend could create a positive first impression on people toward us. Let's move on to how fashion increases the chances of getting the opportunity. Based on an article OCL News written by Jay, now we are in the fashion era. The power of fashion trend is not a joke nowadays. Most of the society and even every organization take a severe fashion trend. Grooming ourselves to look attractive and valuable can increase our chances of getting accepted in our social group or even job opportunities. An article, The Robust Trader, written by us, stated that society usually always agrees with the latest fashion trend. We can blend the movement in our fashion style to capture the eye of the community. Following fashion trends can allow us to look acceptable to most of the society. Knowing the fashion trends will help us to understand how to match our clothing with different occasions. For example, if we want to go job interview, we must wear formally, neat, and most importantly, match with color that can show off our charisma. The interviewer will take us seriously and listen to our answer carefully. The most important thing is that we can create a positive first impression for the interviewers and mesmerize the interviewer with the charismatic aura we show through fashion. Nowadays, everyone is competing with each other to get the job opportunity. Only people who are the best in the best can get the chance. Therefore, following a fashion trend is important because, as we can see, following a fashion trend can help us increase our chances of getting the opportunity. From my point of view, following fashion trend is vital in this modern world. How we match the trend with the fashion on different occasions play an essential role. People will see us as modern people because we know and catch up with the fashion trend. This is because the vibes are different if you follow the fashion trend rather than not. I believe none of us want to look weird and feel awkward if people keep staring at us just because of our clothing. Looks like we have come to the end of my speech. Before I end my speech, let me share a story about a princess named Cinderella. In Disney movie, we can see Cinderella transform from nobody to somebody with the help of the fairy. The fairy need to raise a magic wand and cast a spell, and then boom! Cinderella transformed into a princess. Cinderella is still Cinderella. The fairy only changed Cinderella fashion from a maid to princess clothing. Lastly, Cinderella captured the eyes of the prince and marries him. The story of Cinderella can relate to us. If in the Disney world, Cinderella has a fairy to help her, in this real world, we have fashion to help us. Most of us think that following fashion trend will cause us. However, we also should know following fashion trend will benefit us 8 times or even 10 times more than the disadvantage. We should follow fashion trends as it helps us to boost our confidence, it can create a positive first impression, and it can increase our chances of getting opportunities. Now, think about it. Ask yourself, don't you think following a fashion trend is essential? Don't you want to follow fashion trend? What's holding you back from following a fashion trend? Let's together stand up and hear the voice in our heart whisper want to change to be a beautiful and wonderful people. I believe none of us want to wash others from behind. All of us want to have attractiveness in us. All of us want to stand proudly. So let's together change ourselves and follow the fashion trends. That's all from me. Thank you for giving your time and lending your ears to hear my speech. I really appreciate it. Hope you guys have a nice day. Thank you and Assalamualaikum.